Okay. Now, finally, we're off. Thank you for your patience, everybody, and welcome again to the official civil service quiz competition. We should have 5 teams, but unfortunately, we only have 3. So the process would have been the process is we'll have a draw to determine who gets a bye for the next round. So since we only have the Office of the Services Commission, Ministry of Tourism and National Security, that process will still take place. So Mr. Boucher, who will also serve as a timekeeper, will actually have the draw. The first team that is picked, that team will automatically go to the next round. So as I said before, one team will automatically have it easier. The other 2 teams, I will ask when that process is finished that you take your seat by the buzzer board so we can actually formally begin the match. And the team that gets the bye will await the winner of this match. Also, my papers tell me that there should have also been a 3rd and 4th place team. We don't know the possibility of that happening because of the numbers that we have. But we're going to do our best and work with what we have. So, Mr. Boucher, you can come and actually do the draw so everybody can see what happens. Just to repeat, the teams that are in here are the Office of the Services Commission, Ministry of Tourism, and Ministry of National Security. And one of you will have a bye to the next round. So go ahead, Mr. Boucher. Okay. So let's see which is the lucky team, or the team that gets more time to prepare. Ministry of National Security. So you will sit and wait the outcome of the match. I'm going to ask the other 2 teams, the OSC and the Ministry of Tourism, to take your positions right here for the competition. Let's give them a round of applause. It's something to celebrate, even a bye. I did it? Okay. While you take your seat, I will just reintroduce the judges, or introduce the judges formally. We have Ms. Gillian Horton and Mr. Dwight Williams. They will be our judges. And our timekeeper is Mr. Canute Boucher. All right. So teams, we're waiting. Office of the Services Commission and the Ministry of Tourism. Coin. I got one. Okay, now we'll actually do a formal coin toss to determine which team will get the first question. After the coin toss, then I'll actually remind you, I know you have the rules, but I'll remind you what section, the rules for section 1 are, so that it is clear. So, Services Commission, heads or tail? Head? Okay. So let's go. This is tail, which means the first question will go, which means that the first question will go to the Ministry of... Would you like to go first, or you want to hand over the first question to the Office of the Services Commission? Okay, they have decided to let Services Commission take first strike. So the first thing I will do is just to remind you quickly what the competition, the match has 3 sections. This is the first one, and it will last for 5 minutes. So I'll indicate judges and timekeeper when the 5 minutes should begin. So 1, teams will be asked questions alternately. Each team has 10 seconds after the completion of the question to provide an answer. If a team fails to answer within the 10 seconds period, then the question passes to the other team without it losing its turn. 1 point will be scored for each correct answer in this section. Okay, that's just a quick reminder of the rules. So, judges, please set your clocks and time. Begin. So, OSC, Bible knowledge. In which gospel is the story of the prodigal son recorded? Incorrect. Tourism. From geography, Tripoli is the capital of which African country? Okay, I'm sorry. So I'm going to have to ignore that first one, judges, since I started to read it. So let us, in which gospel is the story of the feeding of the 5,000? Correct. Geography. Freetown is the capital of which African country? Correct. Science. What is the name given to the light sensitive? And I thought they answered correctly. So the next question. So what's the decision? You want to ignore the 2 geography questions? Okay, that's the rule of the judge. So the next question correctly should go to OSC. From science, what name is given to the light-sensitive tissue at the back of the eye? Correct. Science, what name is given to the colored part of the eye that regulates the amount of light entering the eye? Correct. Civil Service Affairs. Which Civil Service Week event is hosted at Club Overtime? Incorrect. So, judges, that question comes over? No, just continue, okay. Civil Service Affairs. Which Civil Service Week event was hosted on the Tuesday in Emancipation Park? Incorrect. Okay, the correct answer is Expo. And the one before that, I didn't give the answer, it was After Work Lime. So now we have OSC. Mathematics. What is the HCF of 15 and 24? Incorrect. It goes? Okay. The answer is 3. Okay. Tourism. Mathematics. What is the HCF of 8 and 24? 8. Correct. Theater and cinema. This now is tourism, correct, judges? Okay. Theater and cinema. Which 2 characters attempted to poison themselves in the 2023 movie, The Hunger Games? Correct. Theater and cinema. What did Katniss and Peter attempt to poison themselves with in the 2023 movie, The Hunger Games? Incorrect. The answer is Nightlock. Services. Information technology. True or false? A mouse is a peripheral device used to point to items on a monitor. True. Correct. Information technology, tourism. True or false? A monitor is a device used to display information visually. True. Correct. Services. General knowledge. What does the acronym CARICOM stand for? Correct? Sir, tourism, general knowledge. What does the acronym SIDS stand for? Correct? English Language Services Commission. By using the word blessing, give an English expression which means, quote, something good that isn't recognized at first, end quote. Correct? Tourism, English language. By using the word cake, give an English expression which means, quote, a task that can be accomplished very easily. Judges, okay, incorrect. The answer is a piece of cake. Services, sports. With which sport is the name Kane Williamson associated? Correct. Tourism, sports. With which sport is the name Anthony Joshua associated?
Basketball.
Incorrect. Correct answer. Okay. Correct answer is boxing. So that's the end of section 1. Judges, could you tell us so we can tally your scores? We can announce what the scores are at the end of the first section. Oh, okay, so when you have to turn.
Yeah. Okay, it's on now.
Okay, so they can
Check.
you can actually hear the response.
My check.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, judges, what scores we have?
Tourism 5, OSC 6.
Okay, so that's tourism 5, OSC 6 at the end of the first round. Okay, now we're going to be moving to the second round, and as usual, let me remind you what the rules are for this section. So in section 2 it says, this section is called the speed section, and it lasts for 6 minutes. Right. Each team will have 3 separate 60-second periods to answer as many questions as possible. 1 point will be scored for each correct answer. There is no 10 seconds to provide answers, hence the name speed section. So those are the rules for this section. So judges, you can set your clock. We begin now. And we start with OSC. Science. What is the hollow woody tissue in vascular plants that Oh, okay. Oh, we just had, okay, so we scratched that, Julia. Thank you, Judge. So it's still OSC. What are the final words of Jesus as recorded in the New Testament?
Pass.
Who is the Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining?
Fly green.
Correct. What figure of speech is used in the sentence? John kicked the bucket last night.
Metaphor.
Incorrect. Where in the human body does digestion begin?
Esophagus.
Incorrect.
Hearing answers from in the audience.
Oh, that one is disallowed?
No, but I'm hearing answers in the audience.
Please,
The answer is incorrect.
please, if you know, just hold it. All right. So, what is 30% of 70?
21.
Correct. In the movie The Batman, who kills Gotham City Mayor Don Mitchell?
Pass.
Okay, that's the end of the first 60 seconds for the OSC. Now the first 60 seconds for the Ministry of Tourism, and that 60 seconds begins now. What were the final words of Jesus while on the cross as recorded in the New Testament?
My Lord, why hast thou forsaken me?
Incorrect. Who is the Minister of Labor and Social Security?
Honorable President Charles Jr.
Correct. What figure of speech is used in the sentence? Suddenly, the room filled with a deafening silence.
Onomatopoeia.
Incorrect. Where in the large intestine is feces stored before leaving the body?
Rectum.
Correct. What is 25% of 60?
15.
Correct. In the movie Uncharted, who played the role of Victor Sullivan, the seasoned treasure hunter? Pass. Okay. Who is the Custos Rotolorum of St. Andrew?
Pass.
True or false? An obtuse angle is greater than 180 degrees.
True.
Incorrect. Which English Premier League team plays home matches at the London Stadium?
Chelsea.
Incorrect. Okay. That ends the first 60 for tourism. Now we move to the second 60 seconds for the Office of the Services Commission, and we begin now. Which book of the Bible comes immediately before Ephesians?
Galatians.
Correct. Who hosted After Work Line for Civil Service Week 2022?
NHD.
Incorrect. Give a four-letter word which means the same as tone or genre of music.
Rock.
Correct. Which Microsoft Word shortcut is achieved by pressing Ctrl V?
Paste.
Correct. In which parish is the St. Hilda's High School situated?
Satan.
Correct. Who is the Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda?
Pass.
What is the square root of what is the square root of 81?
Pass.
Who is the coach of Mount Pleasant Academy?
Pass.
Tirana is the capital of which European country?
Lithuania.
Incorrect. Who is the Member of Parliament for Western Hanover?
Pass.
True or false? Amylase is an enzyme that produces carbohydrates from sugar.
True.
Incorrect. Who is the female judge of Digicel Rising Stars?
Nadim Sutherland.
Incorrect. Okay, that ends the second 60 seconds for the Office of the Services Commission. Now we go to the second 60 seconds for the Ministry of Tourism. Begin right now, judges. Which book of the Bible comes immediately after Acts of the Apostle?
Romans.
Correct. Where was the main church service held for Civil Service Week 2023?
Pass.
Give a five-letter word which means the same as a direction or control. As a direction or correct. Excuse me.
Pass.
Which Microsoft Word shortcut is achieved by pressing Ctrl N?
New
page.
New file. New.
Judges? Okay. In which parish is the Westwood High School situated?
Trelawney.
Correct. Who is the Prime Minister of Dominica?
Skerrit.
Correct. What is the square root of 121?
11.
Correct. Who is the coach of Portmore United?
Pass.
Pass.
Baku is the capital of which European country?
Pass.
Pass.
Who is the Member of Parliament for Eastern Portland?
Almer Vaz.
Anne-Marie Vaz.
I heard Daryl Vaz first. Incorrect. True or false? Saliva contains the enzyme lipase, which breaks down starch to sugar.
True.
Incorrect. Okay, that ends the second 60 seconds for Team 2, or the Ministry of Tourism. Now we go to the third 60 seconds for the Office of the Services Commission. Judges, we begin now. Of which of the 7 churches in Revelation was it said had a reputation of being alive but was really dead?
Pass.
To which part of the body does the term cardia refer?
Art.
Correct. Spell universal.
UNIVERSAL.
Correct. In which year was LinkedIn officially launched?
2013.
Incorrect. Complete the Jamaican proverb. Mischief come by the pound. Mischief come by the pound.
Pass.
In which Canadian city are the headquarters of the International Civil Aviation Organization?
Ontario.
Incorrect. What is the larger portion when 18 is divided in the ratio of 2 to 4?
13.
Incorrect. Who is the president for Jamaica Cricket Association?
Believe.
Correct. Who is the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Justice?
Pass.
What is the point of beginning of a river called?
Ed.
Incorrect. That ends the third and final minute for the Office of the Services Commission. Now we go to the final 60 seconds for the Ministry of Tourism. Judges, we begin now, timekeepers. Of which of the 7 churches in Revelation was it said had forsaken their first love?
Philadelphia.
Incorrect. To which part of the body does the term renal refer?
Kidney.
Correct. Spell exclusive.
EXCLUSIVE.
Correct. In which year was Instagram launched?
2012.
Incorrect. Complete the Jamaican proverb. When man belly full,
Him
Pass.
laugh.
in which French, incorrect. In which French city are the headquarters of Interpol?
Paris.
Incorrect. What is the larger portion when 28 is divided in the ratio of 4 to 3?
7.
Incorrect. Who is the president for the Jamaica Boxing Board?
Pass.
Who is the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Legal and Constitutional Affairs?
Wayne Robertson.
Correct. What is the end point where a river empties into a larger body of water
Mouth.
called?
Mouth of.
Correct. Okay. That ends section 2. And we'll pause for a few seconds to have the judges to tally, to tell us what the scores are before we move to the buzzer section.
It's close.
Test it. Test it and see it. Alright.
Judges?
All them working.
Tourism on 12, OSC on 10. And we decided that that question about what's the point of beginning of a river called, and he said head, you would accept head.
Okay. And you had considered that before you gave the final score?
Yes, yes.
Okay, good, thank you. All right, so I hear the buzzers, they're working fine. All right, so let me go over the rules. Just to remind you, section 3. This section is called the buzzer section and lasts for 4 minutes. Questions will be thrown open to both teams with the first to press the signal buzzer having the chance to answer. 2 points will be added to each correct answer, while 2 points will be subtracted for each incorrect answer given. Teams must wait to be identified by the quiz master before providing an answer. If a team answers before being identified, it will lose 2 points, regardless if the correct answer is given. Teams should not shout when answering. Any team found guilty of shouting based on the discretion and judgment of the quiz master will lose 1 point. Teams have 10 seconds after being identified to provide an answer for every question they press the buzzer to answer. Failure to provide an answer during that 10 seconds period after being identified will result in the team losing 2 points. Once the quiz master announces the subject area, it is considered that the question phase has started. If a team presses the buzzer before the question is read or completed, it will be required to provide an answer. The question will not be read in its complete state. In the event of any technical error by the quiz master resulting in a team losing its advantage in answering a question, the team shall be given the opportunity to answer another question from the same subject area. This will be done during the break before the succeeding section begins. I think this should have been prior. And just let me read this as well, just to make sure. In the event we have a sudden death, if a match ends in a tie at the end of the third section, then sudden death will be used as a tiebreaker. An extra question will be thrown open to both teams, with the first to press the signal buzzer having the chance to answer. If neither team presses the buzzer to answer, the process continues until a question is answered. So that's a reminder of the rules that you were given and are abiding by. So we now go to the buzzer section. Judges, could you set your time to make it consistent with what the rules require? Bible knowledge. Ready? Bible knowledge. According to the Gospels, what is the unique literary genre Jesus employs to preach his message? Tourism?
Parables.
Correct. Theatre and cinema. What name are the Academy Awards referred to in the film industry? Tourism?
Oscars.
Correct. English language. Identify the error in the sentence. The shepherd took the cattle to the field. Tourism?
Cattle should be cattle.
Correct. Jamaican heritage. When was the National Gallery of Jamaica established? Okay, 1974. Information technology. What is the code name for Android OS version? OSC?
Oreo.
Incorrect.
That question was incomplete. We had OS version 7.0. So we
The
had to
buzz.
disregard.
Let's disregard that question. So I will just move to the next one. All right.
The buzz.
Mathematics. 40 students planned a trip to Frenchman's Cove. There's a ratio of 6 girls to 4 boys. How many boys are included in the trip? Okay, the answer is 16. Geography. What term is used to describe the rapid flow of snow down a hill or mountainside? Tourism?
Avalanche.
Correct. Civil Service Affairs. What was the theme of Civil Service Week 2019? OSC? Oh, time. That's a buzzer.
That's a
Okay,
time.
okay. It sounds almost the same. Okay, the answer is building and sustaining a culture of excellence. Science. What are the openings to the nasal cavities called? Tourism?
Nostrils.
Correct. General knowledge. Oh, excuse me, that's a visual, so I have to scratch that one. Music. Which founding member of the reggae band Third World died in October 23? OSC?
Ibo Cooper.
Correct. Information technology. URL is a path to a certain file on the World Wide Web or the web address. What does URL stand for? OSC?
Universal Resource Locator.
Correct. Sports. How many Grand Slams are played each year on the ATP calendar? The answer is 4. Mathematics. If A equals 3 and B equals 7, what is 2 open bracket 6A plus 3B close bracket minus 8? Okay, the answer is 70. General knowledge. The perimeter of a circle is also known as what? OSC?
Circumference.
Correct. Civil Service Affairs. Which 2 activities usually makes up the after work line in Civil Service Week? The answer is domino competition and spin-off competition. English language. Form a verb from the noun beauty. OSC?
Beautiful.
Incorrect. Beautify. Music. What term is used to describe an eighth note in music? OSC?
Quiver.
Correct. Information technology. In Microsoft Excel, under which tab would you find table, charts, and lines? OSC? Correct.
No, he answered before
He answered before
you
identifying him? Okay. Judges? Okay. No, well, the judges have ruled, so
Okay.
it is the judges will rule. That's it? Okay. All right. Okay, so we are at the end of our spirited match, and we'll pause for a couple seconds to allow the judges to tally their scores.
Okay, at the end of the third round, we have OSC on 12 and tourism on 22.
Come on, let's give a bigger round of applause for the Minister of Tourism. Yes. And in the spirit of camaraderie and civil service week, we ask the team captains to shake hands, acknowledge each other, and say, well tried. Well tried, OSC, well done, Ministry of Tourism. Okay, so that's the end of our first match. We will sit and consult with the organizers and determine what will happen next. But we know that the Ministry of Tourism will go on possibly to play the Ministry of National Security. So we'll break for a while, a couple of minutes, and then decide. So you could go back to your respective places, and then we'll bring you back together as we need to.
Good morning and welcome to the second match in our Civil Service Week MDA quiz competition. We have our two teams, Ministry of National Security on my left and we have Ministry of Tourism on the right. I'm going to ask the members to introduce themselves quickly, starting with Ministry of National Security.
Jovan McKinley, Ministry of National Security.
Lasanya Rodney.
Beyond Bembridge.
Royal Maxwell.
Matthew Blake.
Rania Reed Edwards.
Osborne Chin.
Nastasia Guinness.
Thank you. Quick run through of the rules. You know, in our first section, we have three sections. In our first section, 5 minutes. Teams will be asked questions alternately. Each team has 10 seconds to answer, after which the completion of the question to provide an answer. If the team fails to answer within the 10 seconds period, then the question passes to the other team without it losing its turn. 1 point will be scored for each correct answer in this section. Section 2, the speed section lasts for 6 minutes. Each team will have 3 separate 60-minute periods to answer as many questions as possible. 1 point will be scored for each correct answer. There's no 10 seconds period to provide answers, hence the name speed section. And in our third section, the buzzer section lasts for 4 minutes. Questions will be thrown open to both teams, with the first to press the signal buzzer having the chance to answer. The team must be acknowledged before answering. 2 points will be added for each correct answer, 2 points subtracted for each incorrect answer given. If the team answers before being identified, it will lose 2 points. We ask that you not shout, and any team found guilty of shouting based on the discretion or the judgment of the quizmaster will lose 1 point. You have 10 seconds to answer after being identified to provide an answer for every question that you press the buzzer. Failure to provide an answer during that 10 seconds period after being identified will result in the team losing 2 points. And once the quizmaster announces a subject area, it's considered that the question phase has started. If you press the buzzer before the question is read or completed, it will be required to provide an answer. The question will not be read to its complete state. The team, if there's a tie, there will be sudden death, meaning extra questions will be thrown out to both teams, and the first to press the signal buzzer having the chance to answer will be determined the winner or the loser. And I think that's it. We are going to do our coin toss to determine which team goes first. National Security, heads or tails?
Tails.
Okay, that means tourism gets heads, so let's stir it up. And tails has come up, so security will decide.
Let them go
Well,
first.
let me pick it up so you can see it.
Take your time.
You think we should go?
That's tails. That's tails. So security will determine
We like them to go
who
first.
you'd like tourism to go first. Okay? Timekeeper, are we ready? Judges, are we ready? Okay. Ministry of Tourism, we start with you. Bible knowledge. In which of the Gospels is the parable of the pearl of great price recorded?
Luke.
Incorrect. Matthew. Bible knowledge. M&S. In which of the Gospels is the parable of the fields ripe for harvest recorded?
Mark.
Incorrect. John. Civil Service Affairs. Who is the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation?
Arlene Williams.
Correct. Civil Service Affairs. Who is the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining?
Dunstan Barclay.
Dermond Spence. Science. What is the SI unit for volume?
Cubic meters.
Correct. Science. What is the SI unit for time?
Seconds.
Correct. Mathematics. If x equals 6 and y equals 3, what is the value of 4x minus 3y? Correct. Mathematics. If x equals 7 and y equals 9, what is the value of 3x plus 2y? Correct. Civil Service Affairs. Which ministry has its head office located at Hope Gardens?
Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining.
Correct. Civil Service Affairs, which ministry has its head office located at 2 Heroes Circle?
Ministry of Education.
Education and Youth. Geography. What name is given to the narrow channel of water that connects two larger bodies of water or lies between two land masses?
Channel.
Strait. Geography. What name is given to a narrow strip of land that connects two other landforms separated by water?
Archipelago.
Isthmus. Current affairs. Who is the president of France?
Emmanuel Macron.
Correct. Current affairs. Who is the president of Russia?
Vladimir Putin.
Correct. Information technology. PDF is a file format that has captured all the elements of a printed document as an electronic image that can be viewed, navigated, printed, or forwarded to someone else. What does PDF stand for?
Print document file.
Incorrect. Portable document format. Information technology. BMP is an image file format of binary data representing the values of pixels in an image or display. What does BMP stand for?
Bitmap.
Correct. Jamaican heritage. What's the meaning of the Jamaican phrase, from Wapikil Philip?
From a long time ago.
Correct. Jamaican heritage. What's the meaning of the Jamaican phrase, me shame tree dead?
Meaning having no shame, shameless.
Not easily embarrassed. English language. What figure of speech is used in the sentence? I feel these patterns are pretty ugly and not up to the mark.
Alliteration.
Oxymoron. English language. What figure of speech is used in the sentence, the thieves robbed the police station?
Metaphor.
Irony. General knowledge. Which zodiac sign is represented by a crab?
Cancer.
Correct. Which zodiac sign is represented by a bull?
Taurus.
Correct. Civil Service Affairs. Tax Administration Jamaica is an executive agency associated with which ministry?
Ministry of Finance and Public Service.
Correct. Cannabis Licensing Authority is an agency associated with which ministry?
Ministry of Industry, Commerce, and Investment.
Correct. Music. With which rock band is John Lennon associated?
Beatles.
Correct. With which rock band is Mick Jagger associated?
Rolling Stones.
Correct. In which parish is the town of Hopewell located? Jamaican heritage?
Hanover.
Hanover.
Correct. In which parish is the town of Manchini located?
Portland.
Correct. Oh, we have finished questions. My time? Hold on, let me get, sorry. We finished.
Pause.
Yeah, hold the time. Okay, continuing. Ready, timekeeper?
Whose question?
Whose
Who
question?
did I just end with?
And us.
Yeah.
One
Answered
second.
Rolling Stones.
Right, that's tourism.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you answered Portland.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Portland.
Manchester.
Portland.
Yeah, Manchester.
Okay, Bible knowledge, tourism. In the Bible, which book comes between Galatians and Philippians?
Ephesians.
Correct. Bible knowledge in the Bible, which book comes between Philemon and James?
Timothy.
Hebrews. Give an idiomatic expression which means don't make everything dependent on only one thing.
Don't put
Don't-
all
yeah,
your
yeah,
eggs in one basket.
Correct. English language, give an idiomatic expression which means not speaking directly about the issue or avoiding the main topic.
Beat around the bush.
Correct. Current affairs, who's the Minister of State in the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service?
Marsha Smith.
Xavier Main. Who is the Minister of State in the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information?
think that is Marsha Smith.
We need to take this on, because Alanda Terrelong is Foreign Affairs, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, I have Alanda Terrelong is here, but we'll have to check on that.
So we said Marsha
Okay, so that's the end of first section, pardon me. So now we go to our speed section after the judges have completed.
Excuse
Can
me.
somebody check that answer for me, please? Marsha Smith is,
It is Marsha.
it is right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
They move her.
Yeah, you said
Marsha Smith.
Marsha Smith is the minister,
She's
is
now
the,
in education.
No,
Xavier Mayen is at,
That's finance.
Marsha Smith. The answer was Marsha Smith.
yes.
Marsha Smith is now at
Ministry
education.
Yes.
Right, that was a question asked. Minister of State in the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information. But my paper said Alanda Terrelong, but Alanda is at Foreign Affairs.
Right.
So that question is correct. That answer is correct.
The answer is
Marsha Smith.
good job.
Thank you.
Yes, with this that we answered, the one that said Ministry of Education, and then she said and youth. So I don't know if you got it.
No, that is Marsha Smith.
The one that said the location of the place. So I don't know if you got it yes or no. There was two questions that I'm not sure if we got.
Yeah.
I have a query.
Wait.
What is a query? There was two questions that I don't know. Alright guys, not too bad. We just need to shake off the nerves.
That was not too much. That was excellent.
Listen, we just need to shake off the nerves to be more together. So this is the speed section. We're not something that we can't pass nothing like that. We can't say.
I didn't know that John was the
Channel
president.
is a deep.
The gospel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, my favorite was John.
And John Miller said for the section of one was John coming in first and Hebrew coming in.
So at the end of section 1, Quizmaster, we have Ministry of Tourism on 12 and Ministry of National Security on 10 points.
Okay, so now we go into our first three 1-minute segments, and we start with Ministry of Tourism. Ready, judges? Ready, timekeeper? Which book of the Bible comes between Job and Proverbs?
Psalms.
Correct. What is 1430 hours converted to a 12-hour system?
2:30
PM.
Correct. Who is the Prime Minister of Britain?
Rishi Sunak.
Correct. True or false? A malware is a malicious hardware that disrupts or manipulates a computer
True.
network or servers.
True.
False. Complete the Jamaican proverb, 1-1 cocoa.
Full
Full
basket.
Correct. Spell necessitate.
NEC.
CISS.
Incorrect. Quito is the capital of which South
Ecuador.
American country? Correct. Who won the men's 100-meter final at the 2023 IAAF World Championship?
Noah Lyles.
Correct. Which body system is primarily responsible for processing food?
Digestive.
Correct. What term describes the fear of heights?
Acrophobia.
Correct. That's the end of the first minute for tourism. Second minute for first minute for national security. In the Bible, which book comes between Isaiah and Lamentations?
Jeremiah.
Correct. What is 1125 hours converted to a 12-hour system?
11:25 a.m.
Correct. Who is the Prime Minister of Canada?
Justin Trudeau.
Correct. True or false? A Trojan horse is a spyware that invades a computer system and monitors its activities.
Correct. True.
False. Complete the Jamaican proverb. Puss and dog?
Not the
Not
same
same
look.
Correct. Spell systematic.
SYSTEMATIC.
Correct. Montevideo is the capital of which South American country?
Paraguay.
Uruguay. Who won the women's 100-meter final at 2023 IAAF World Championship?
Shakira
Richardson.
Shakari.
Richardson.
Which body system is primarily responsible for breathing?
Respiratory.
Correct. What term describes the extreme fear of flying?
Claustrophobia.
Aerophobia. What Jamaican artist recorded? Sorry. Yeah. Okay, that goes there. Second minute for team 1, Minister of Tourism. In the Bible, which man climbed a sycamore tree so he could see Jesus?
Nicodemus.
Zacchaeus. How many constituencies are in the parish of Hanover?
2.
Correct. Form a noun from the word accept.
Acceptance.
Correct. Which company created the Android-based computer tablet Zoom?
Pass.
Motorola. What is the Jamaican word for eat?
Yum.
Yum.
Correct. Who invented the telephone?
Alexander Graham Bell.
Correct. What is the equivalent of 2.6 kilograms in grams?
2,600.
Correct. Which English Premier League team plays its home matches at the Bramall Lane?
Burnley.
Sheffield United. Who is the president of the Senate in Jamaica?
Tom Tavares Winston.
Correct. On which continent is Cambodia situated?
Asia.
Correct. True or false? Bile is produced in the liver.
True.
Correct. What type of musical instrument is a cello?
String.
Correct. Which? Okay. That's end of that one. National security. Your second minute begins now. In the Bible, which man visited Jesus at night for fear he
Nicodemus.
might? Correct. How many constituencies are in the parish of Westmoreland?
2.
3. Form a noun from the word clear.
Clearance.
Correct. Which company created the Iconia computer tablet?
Nokia.
Acer. What is the Jamaican word for child?
Pitney.
Correct. Who invented the automatic traffic lights?
Brown.
Morgan. What is the equivalent of 3,500 meters in kilometers?
3.9 meters.
Correct. Which English Premier League plays its home matches at the Amex?
Tottenham.
No, Luton.
Brighton Hove Albion. Who is the leader of opposition business in the Senate?
Pass.
Bunting. On which continent is Eritrea situated?
Africa.
Correct. True or false? Bile is stored in the gallbladder.
True.
Correct. Third and final for tourism. Starting now. Who was the mother of Solomon?
Bathsheba.
Correct. Which area is the deepest point in the Atlantic Ocean?
Mariana Trench.
Puerto Rico Trench. Give an English expression which means happens at very regular times or intervals without fail.
Pass.
Like clockwork. In which city is the St. Peter's Basilica located?
Vatican City.
Did I hear pass?
Yes.
Yes? In Rome. Falmouth is the capital of which parish?
Trelawney.
Correct. What is the website's main page called?
Homepage.
Homepage.
Correct. What is larger, 3/4 or 7/8?
7
7/8.
Correct. With which sport is the name Jason da Costa associated?
Football.
Football.
Horse racing. Who is the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Labor and Social Security?
I call it Robert then.
Correct. The Netherlands shares borders with 2 countries. Name any one.
Belgium.
Correct. Germany next. Third and final for team 2. Who was the mother of John the Baptist?
Elizabeth.
Correct. Which area is the deepest point in the Indian Ocean?
Mariana Trench.
Java Trench. Give an English expression which means accomplish 2 different things at the same time.
Kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Correct. In which city is the landmark of Acropolis?
Greece.
Athens. Mandeville is the capital of which parish?
Manchester.
Correct. In which form is data stored on a computer?
Duck.
Digital.
Binary. Which is smaller, 6'9" or 5'6"?
6'9".
Correct. In which sport is the name Janelle Fowler associated?
Netball.
Correct. Who is the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Health and Wellness?
Grace McLean.
Dunstan Brand. Spain shares border with 2 countries. Name any one.
England.
France, Portugal. Which organ connects the developing fetus to the uterine wall to allow nutrient uptake?
Umbilical cord.
Placenta. What is the birth name of the Jamaican artist Shensia?
Diane Smith.
Chinchinsi Lee. That's the end of the third and final minute for both teams. I wait the judges to tabulate. In the meantime, can we check our buzzers? All 4 buzzers work.
You have to have your hand over the buzzer. If you know an answer, you tap it. If you know it, you tap it. You can't be ready. Because you can't go to say, I will answer this. By the time you do that, then buzz in and get it. You have to buzz the buzzer. If you know an answer, you press the buzzer. And then you tell me the answer. Let's go. Yes, you don't want the next question. How much we have money out for that insurance? You didn't know the answer. But they kind of wait. I see when I go say chick 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 and I say yo. I don't know the answer.
I moved the area. So I know them as American expressway. So the full mix.
Which team play there?
Brighton. Just like a catch.
Okay, quiz master. Competitors. At the end of round 2, we have Ministry of Tourism on 35 points and Ministry of, National Security is on 27 points. So if you want a breakdown, for section 2, Ministry of Tourism scored 23 points and National Security scored 17 points.
Okay, thank you, Dwight. A reminder about section 3, or buzzer section. Questions are thrown open to both teams. First to press the signal buzzer and be acknowledged, you will be asked to answer. If you answer correctly, you get 2 points. Incorrectly, you minus 2 points. You must wait to be acknowledged by the quizmaster before you answer, and you will lose your 2 points if you answer before being acknowledged. Do not shout, please. And if you interrupt the question and before I'm done and I acknowledge you, you will have to answer without the question being completed. And if we have a tie, we have a sudden death until we find a winner. Are you ready, judges? Timekeeper? Okay, here goes with the third section, buzzer section. Bible knowledge. Which psalm begins with, my God, why have you forsaken me? Psalm 22. Jamaican heritage. What is the fourth line of the national anthem? And that is national security.
Give us vision lest we perish.
Incorrect. Be our light through countless hours. Science. What name is given to the blood vessels that carry blood away from the heart to the body? And that's tourism.
Archeries.
Correct. Current affairs. Who is the governor of the Bank of Jamaica? And that is national security.
Richard Byles.
Correct. General knowledge. What term is given to the sequence of tremors that occur after a larger main shock? And that is tourism.
Aftershock.
Correct. English language. Give a 6-letter word beginning with D, which means to force someone officially to stay in a place. That's national security.
Detain.
Correct. Civil service affairs, diligently and holistically advancing quality public service for a better Jamaica, was the theme for which edition of Civil Service Week? And that is national security.
Civil Service Week 2018.
Incorrect, 2017. Science. HPV is the most common sexually transmitted infection, which in some cases can lead to cancer, and that is national security.
Human papilloma virus.
Correct. Theatre and cinema. Who plays the lead male role in the 2019 movie John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum? And that is national security.
Keanu Reeves.
Correct. Mathematics. A backyard pond has 12 sunfish and 30 rainbow shiners. What is the ratio of sunfish to rainbow shiners in its simplest form? Sorry, MNS, you answered before I acknowledged you, but yes, it is 2 to 5. Information technology. When was the first Windows version of Microsoft Excel released? (1987). Jamaican heritage. In which parish is the Lover's Leap Lighthouse located? And that
St.
is
Elizabeth.
tourism. You answered before I acknowledged you.
No, you said
No,
tourism.
you said tourism.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Sorry. All right. General knowledge. In statistics, the middle value of an ordered set of values is called what? And that is MNS?
The median.
Correct. Sports. Which English Premier League team is nicknamed the Gunners? And that is MNS?
Arsenal.
Correct. Bible knowledge. 7 fat and 7 thin of what type of animal appeared to Pharaoh in a dream? And that is tourism?
Cattle.
Correct. Cows, yes. Civil service. The Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency, PICA, is an executive agency under, and that's tourism?
The Ministry of National Security.
Correct. English language. What figure of speech is used in the sentence? It's a pity that youth must be wasted on the young. And that is MNS?
Sarcasm.
Paradox. Current affairs, with City hosting the 2023 UN Climate Change Conference, COP28, from November 30 to December 12. And that's tourism?
Dubai.
Correct. Mathematics. What is 4 over 12 times 16 over 24 in its simplest fraction? And that is MNS?
That will be
18.
No, it's 2 over 9.
Oh, simplest form.
And then we have Jamaican heritage. What's the Jamaican word for messy, untidy, and out of place? And that's tourism?
Chaka
Chaka
chaka.
chaka.
Correct. Sports, which city hosted the 2019 IAAF World Championships? Tourism?
Eugene, Oregon.
Doha. Information technology. What is the blinking icon on a computer screen called? And that's tourism?
Cursor.
Correct. English language. Spell abscond. And that's MNS?
A
BSCOND.
Correct. General knowledge. Which large area of biodiversity in South America experienced severe destruction, and that is tourism?
Amazon.
Amazon
Amazon
rainforest.
rainforest.
That's for the judges. Geography. What name is given to the curves and bends produced by a stream or river swinging from side, and that's tourism?
Meander.
Correct. Bible knowledge. In the Gospel of John, for whom did Mary Magdalene mistake Jesus in his first resurrection appearance? And that's MNS?
A ghost.
Gardner. And Jamaican heritage. What was the exact date that Columbus said to be landed on the island of Jamaica? And that's MNS?
1494.
It said exact date, May 5, 1494. Oh, I'm out of questions again. Hold on. Okay. Oh, okay. I have. Okay. Continuing. Bible knowledge. Complete this verse in Proverbs. As in water, face answereth to face. So the heart of man to man. And that ends our competition for today. Congrats to both teams. And I await the judges.
People practice MDA with us. I tell you, I'm a good for this spelling, man. Don't miss none. Well, I guess because we have 3 teams, we are going to have first, second, and third place. Yeah. You know, so just don't know what the prizes are, and don't know what will happen tomorrow because there's nobody to play tomorrow. We're done today. So. Fire up now, you know. Want to get so like
question. Bian could have given me 100. Believe in this study whole 100. And remember that when you know
You could give me the question, maybe.
yes, it
So
is
I
just
can-
military a freestyle. Yeah. The experience of knowing unnecessary material when I go accurate. But you can joke a bit. You can joke. And it does stand. My answer is wrong. For me, it's right. But when the time come, I say something. Say go. Which grade active? Which grade? I think ladies maybe they played well. Like the better team maybe. The jacket, you know? Them look me alright, you know? We scored. For going on, was that we had it 20, 35, 27.
25,
27. I forgot for some of them questions, even though I inkling of what they asked me, but I forgot those feedback. They were 4 points ahead of us. And it's always a gamble and try to chase.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
The judges have conferred, and the final scores are National Security ended on 27 points. Actually, they did well, you know. They answered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 correct responses, but they also cancelled it out with 7.
Balance, you know?
Yeah, balance, right. And then we have Ministry of Tourism ended up on 45 points. Ministry of Tourism answered 8, gave 8 correct responses, and they also provided the judges scores are final. You answered meander, and we wanted meanders.
They
You
said they're just
answered
different. Meander is a verb,
yes.
meanders.
You,
Yeah.
you provided Amazon. We were looking for Amazon rainforest. No, so the final scores are Ministry of Tourism on 45 points. You provided 8 correct responses. You also provided 3 incorrect responses.
Congratulations to our teams, and in the true spirit of the game, we invite the captains of both teams to come and shake hands. Congratulations, teams. And this, oh, okay. Oh.
Answer to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Labour. That was in the second one? No, man. It's a
Labour?
And what is it? You believe it is?
Which?
The Permanent Secretary at Labour, Carol Roberts Wisdom. That was Colin. That was answered correctly. That's what they said?
Yeah, man. Tourism got that question. Risden.
No, they got the correct.
I see that could have, if that
Yes,
could have
they
given
did.
15
So
points,
congratulations to all our teams. I don't know what will happen after this.
The rest of the day off. Nice. What a song. Good. Well, keep that awareness.
No, the Amazon is a river. Remember we have a river called Amazon? But you have the Amazon rainforest.
Amazon rainforest, yeah.
Specifically the rain.
And you have Amazon America. The river is also the Amazon.
Exactly. Exactly.
Joe.
Okay. Yeah. There we go.
That team over there complaining is the winning team? That team over there? That complain about the difference between Amazon and the Amazon rainforest? Eh? Seriously? Alright. On a win. You won though. You are the winner though. No, then tell your face say you win now. Tell your face say you win. How you vex? You're gonna stop vex. May I wait till you stop vex? Me not say nothing till you stop vex. Everybody we're waiting on her. Alright, just smile now. Thank you. Afternoon, everybody. Boy, you can see even though it was a short quiz competition, it was a spirited one. Give a round of applause to all of the participants. I love the fact that it means so much to the ones who participate, because the ones who are not here, hi, Miss Uno. Uno, we are watching right now. You should have been here today. You'd have been here so that tourism could have beat you too. Okay? So we want to just say thank you to all the teams who participate here this morning. I really want you to give them a good proper clap. We appreciate it. Yes? Of course, offices of the service commissions, they gave a good fight in the beginning, but it looked like them people here did practice and saw them meet and them read some things and then prepare themselves, you know. So they came to win and they won. But we want to say big ups to Ministry of National Security. Ministry, serious, but it me, I hear that peak question, you know, I get it.
No, it was. You never know where the question was going.
You never know where to go?
Anyway.
Oh, so you were listening? Oh, all right. Well, let's see. They were being thorough.
We thought they were going to ask who's the CEO or what Pika means.
No, I understand what you mean. You wanted to hear the question first. Okay, we'll take that. We'll take it. It's a reasonable explanation. We'll take it. Aren't we taking it? Are we taking it? Who said no? Well, Shaquille is not taking it. But yeah, man, it was a really, really short and spicy. Boy, I wish we did have more of this, though. We need to do better next time, for sure. So when you go to your different ministries, impress upon them that right now, the winningest, smartest ministry in Jamaica government is the Ministry of Tourism. And if they like to do something about that, then they need to come here, come defend themselves. Or them just have to live with the fact, say, tourism is the smartest ministry in the government. You understand? So we're just going to have to, that's going to have to be the case for 2023. If you'd like to change that for 2024 and beyond, the charge has been laid. It's clear what you need to do, right? Good. And right now, just really want to say thank you to everybody who is here, who made it possible for us to be here. And first, I want to say Mr. Quiz Coordinator, who could not make it here today, Mr. Raymond Poiser. He was doing a lot of work in the background, but you know how it go. We work in the government and things had to move around and you get phone call, and when phone call make you have to move. So he had to make some adjustments. But of course, you know, we had some other people who could step in. So we want to say big ups to Mr. Alan Carter and Miss Gillian. Am I say it wrong? Sorry, some people can't. You know, so sometimes when you write down things, you know, not say it so loud. Some of us were aspiring doctors when we were children. So we were practicing to write like doctors, but we never practiced the recite. So here we are. So yes, Mr. Campbell, thank you so much, sir. And Miss Gillian Houghton, thank you as well. Good to see you. I love your frames. Very nice. And we want to say thank you to the judges. Boy, the judges did have to put their foot down a while ago because tourism, I defend the last 4 points, you know, man. Like they add it up. The judges say they got 8 points. She said, nope, it's 10. Count again. So we want to say thank you to the judges, because if you were not paying attention, they would have had to make some adjustments, don't it? Yes, man. Thank you to that person. And thank you so much to the timekeeper. Yes, man. Without the timekeeper, you know, this would have been a very interesting time, because if that bell don't ring, listen, fight might broke. Seriously. So thank you, Canute, for keeping time. I'm happy you learned to count. That's an important skill to have in these times. And thank you to the teams. I said, of course, remember that right now, the Ministry of Tourism gets to claim winnings this year. So for the Ministry of National Security, I want to say thank you for a good fight. You come second place, it counts, you know. You come second, you're the second smartest ministry in the government. Yes. And the third smartest, what is that, agency? Department, third smartest, well, so that you're the smartest department then. See, look at that. The smartest department, Office of the Service Commission. 1 second. Okay. So make sure we come out next year ready to go in matching outfits and smart and ready to topple the current champion next year, all right? Want to say big ups to Pro Audio, who's sending the message out to those watching. Them are watching, them they're on Zoom right now are watching her. And you know what them doing? Them I said them could have beat tourism. It don't count, don't it? It don't count. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, duh. If they were here, then we could have talked. But them can't over there and say anything them want to say. Right? So, but they're watching and want to say hello to you. You know what to do next time. And of course, I want to say big ups to the team, the steering committee, the Civil Service Week Steering Committee. Thank you so much. It's a lot of things that goes into putting on things like this. I don't know how many of you have been participating all throughout this week, Civil Service Week. We are at Thursday. We have another day to go. And we just want to say thank you to the team because it's a lot of work. May I tell you, because if I time at my office, them a call, I stress me out, me and the team. I run we all over the place. We have to do enough things to put this thing together. And I know what we do is just a little bit of what they have been doing. So put your hands together for the Civil Service Week Steering Committee, please. Thanks so much to Pro Audio Communications for streaming live with us this morning to get the message out to those who are not here so they understand themselves and they know what to do if they'd like to participate. And thanks to the Jamaica Conference Center for hosting us. You know, it's always nice for us to be able to come to a place like this because even though the room kind of dark though, I feel that the room could have looked brighter. But we're grateful that we had the opportunity to have this event from here. And big ups to TIU for the support in putting on this event today. So once again, we just want to congratulate the winners of the 2023 quiz competition. It's the first time we're having a quiz competition in a long time. So this is our first time back. So congratulations to the Ministry of Tourism. And these are well-deserved win. Nobody can say, oh, you never win, you really win, right? It's straight, you come and you do nothing, and you win. And thank you to the other two teams for participating. And thank you to everybody in the room, all our supporters, our partners. And let me just say this. Civil Service Week was started to recognize and highlight the civil servants who do great work in the government. And I know it might seem like a small thing, but it's an important thing. There's a lot of people who sacrifice a lot to do the work that we do, and it is important for us to highlight them and highlight each other. So please implore your team members to participate in Civil Service Week. It is there for you, and you know when you work in a government, if something exists and you don't use it, okay. So we don't want to lose it. Thank you for the beep, Mr. Buzzerman. We don't want to lose it, so we have to take advantage of opportunities like this, all right? I want to say thank you to all of you. Take care of yourself. Have a good weekend. And just in case you're not clear, we're not having another match tomorrow. One was planned, but we're not having it tomorrow because, we've already crowned a winner today. So I'll see you tomorrow at the after-work lime at NHT Club Overtime. So make sure you show up. Oh, Domino's this evening? Oh, then the price I will get. Don't be like that, man. Prices I go get. Price is there. Jizam. And the vote of thanks, me I do. Me not responsible for prizes. Sure. Domino competition starts this evening, 5:30 at JDF. At JDF. Well, the Domino people, them normally show up, so they will be there. But definitely show up and participate and support them. And the finals will be at Club Overtime tomorrow at NHT. So make sure I say for that. And the DJ competition, that is always a nice, good vibe, is going to happen at Club Overtime tomorrow as well, starting at 6 o'clock. Hosted by Duffton Shepherd. So I hope to see all of you there. I'm Shelly Ann Weeks. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.